Welcome, this is REITVshow.com, the realest real estate investing show on the planet. I am your host, John with the frizzy hair Zor, because it is, well, it's not really raining right now, but it was raining cats and dizzogs today, my friends. I just want to give you a quick update. Didn't get to make a video for Friday, so hopefully I can summarize the last few days very quickly. I'm gonna try to make the videos 10 minutes and under every day, so this way it's not too much for you guys to watch and give you great value every single day. So here it goes. I told you in the last video I would tell you the story about how I got stopped by the cops for putting up some Bandit signs. So I'll drop that for you guys real quick, and then we will get to some even better updates. And I gotta stop learning saying it's not, I hate that. Like, it's one of my pet peeves. So anyway, the sign police. So I was out putting up Bandit signs, getting back to the grind for you folks. Gotta love that. I really do love getting back to the root of this real estate investing stuff and not actually having everybody do the work for me. I think it's really, really cool. So, you know, I'm out in the grind, hustling, putting up Bandit signs. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I already got up probably about 40 signs that night. Had a very good night. It was nice and cool. And I go over, I was in Elizabeth, town of Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I go over one street over off of East Grand, if anybody is familiar with Elizabeth. And I know that during the day, this area is absolutely just jumping. There's like so many people and cars that drive by. And so I decide I want to put a sign there. It's pitch dark out, can't see anybody around, it seems like it's dead quiet. Get out of the car, put the sign on the sign pole, and I start banging on the telephone pole with the sign stapler. And actually, thank God, for some reason it wouldn't go in. Like, I think the stapler was out of staples, and the sign wouldn't go in. So I'm like slamming away. Ooh, wait, hold on, I gotta get over. Oh, don't you love this no signal 2-lane passing for you guys? So I'm banging away trying to put this sign up, and then out of nowhere this spotlight just lights me up, and it's not going away. So I just start waving. I don't even know where the spotlight's really coming from, because the cop is not like right there behind me with the lights on or anything. Turns out in the auto repair place right across the street, there was a detective sitting, well, 2 detectives sitting in the car. I'm guessing they were looking for hookers or drug dealers or something special like that. But they came across me and decided to mess with me a little bit. So they roll over, no headlights on, no flashing lights on, just the spotlight lighting me up. And they say to me, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, you know, this guy, he's paying me to hang up signs, even though I'm the guy that's paying myself to hang up signs. And they say to me, you know what you're doing is illegal, right? And I'm like, oh, no, I didn't know. And he's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. And I'm like, oh, man, I didn't know. I'll go home now. He goes, you know, we can ride around and give you summons for every single sign that you put up. And I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just being nice to the guy, because hey, if you put them up in areas where there's a whole bunch of signs out anyway, and you come across a detective that, yo, that's not what their real job is, to bust people. As long as you're not I'm trying to keep the language PG on the show. As long as you're not a jerk, then they're really not gonna mess with you, other than they're gonna bust your chops a little bit. So they say to me, basically oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one part. So where I was going to put this sign up, there was actually another sign hanging there. So the guy goes, you're going to have to take that sign. You're going to have to find some way to take that sign down, don't you? And I'm like, dude, I didn't even get a chance to hang my sign up yet. And he's like, let me see your sign. So I whip out my sign, and I'm like, here, that's my sign. And that's when he said all that stuff about, I can ride around and give you summonses. And, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. So I was just like, hey, dude, I know, and I'm really sorry. And I got in my car, and I took that as my cue to go home. Even though on the way home I did put up another 3 signs. And I gotta admit, I was a little paranoid after that. I was thinking that every time I was gonna get out of the car, somebody was just gonna light me up with a spotlight. But it's not that bad. So anyway, that's the story with the sign police. And the moral of the story is, if you are nice, then don't worry about it. You're not gonna get in trouble. And if you do, after you get a whole bunch of deals, who really cares? If you have to pay a little fine to get a lot of deals, it doesn't really matter. So anyway, put up a whole bunch of Bandit signs, been continuing to put those up. I'm actually still waiting for the order that I placed with the initial $1,000. That still didn't come. It should be coming any minute now. And I'm really excited to put those things up. But I've been getting some calls from the Bandit signs. I haven't gotten a deal from it yet, to be perfectly honest with you. But I have gotten some calls. I got a new bird dog. Guy called looking for a lease option. He's kind of a little bit on the low side as far as what down payment and stuff. So I flipped the script on him and told him, hey, if you find any houses, I'd be glad to pay a referral fee. And I actually got a phone call from him today with a vacant house that I'm going to do some due diligence and see if we can lock that deal up. And I've also been continuing on looking for free ways to develop the buyers list, develop getting deals in the pipeline. And I got a bunch of buyers. I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm going to talk about some techniques on finding some buyers, cash buyers tomorrow for your list, and a way that you can do it in for free, and you can find some quality cash buyers. I actually am traveling back from Teaneck right now. I met another gentleman on Facebook, and I can't really give you these guys' names because we're actively, locking up these deals and doing the deals or whatever. But I met the guy. I put a post out saying, hey, I'm looking for wholesalers in the area to do JVs with. And this gentleman actually answered my post, sent me an email, and I called him and I was telling him a little bit about what we do, and I'm looking for wholesalers for a specific technique to actually make money doing reverse wholesaling, and we'll talk about that in probably a future episode as well. But so I call this gentleman up, and he is basically brand new, and he doesn't know too much about investing. He's started about 3 weeks ago, and he has a very big referral base because he's been in sales for a very long time. Super great guy, and he belongs to an awesome church, and he is I forget his title, but he was one of the coordinators for his church, and this church has about, I think, 10 different churches, so there's a lot of people. And he actually came across one of the people that attends his church is in trouble, and he actually brought me a very good vacant junker property that needs a lot of work in a very nice bread and butter neighborhood. And I just am leaving that appointment right now, heading back to my office, and we met with the homeowner and the realtor involved and the wholesaler who brought me the deal. And I think that we're going to be getting all of the documents tomorrow or the next day for the short sale. So we're locking our first deal up at no cost. Well, let me clarify, not our first deal ever, but our first deal from the real estate start over. And we have a couple of more things in the works as well. Let's see if I can get over real quick without cutting anybody off. We have a couple more deals in the works as well. Raul, the rapper and realtor, we went out, saw some properties with him. I got some offers out waiting on the table that we're hopefully we'll get that, and I have a definite buyer in place for this transaction. So that's going on. We got more Bandit signs coming out. It's gonna get loud for a second. I got some more. I have some really cool techniques that I'm experimenting with that I will share with you at a later time to get deals for free. Because that's what this series is all about. It's starting over, showing you how to get cash buyers, how to get sellers for cheap or for free. Because that's what we're all about. I'm here to tell you that in this business, okay, you can do this. Let me try not to get hit real quick. 5 stars for driving with one hand. Well, no hands actually, because I'm holding the monopod and trying to close the windows. So 5 stars for driving with no hands. But anyway, I'm here to tell you that you can do this real estate business whether you have money or you are dead broke. The only difference is if you're dead broke, you're gonna have to hustle, okay? Even if you have money in the beginning, you're gonna have to hustle. It gets easier as you implement systems and you hire teammates and things of that nature. But in any business, you're gonna have to hustle. I'm not bashing any gurus. I love gurus. I buy a lot of products. I buy a lot of courses and stuff like that. But a lot of people, when they're selling their courses and they're selling their wares, they make it seem really easy, and in a sense, it really is easy. Like the work that you have to do, it is easy, but you have to do the work, and you have to, put in the initial hustle to get things moving, so then you can actually outsource and build up a business. All right, but if you just follow along with me, I'll show you the way. If I can do it, anybody can do it. That's for sure. And especially, I consider New Jersey one of the most cutthroat, difficult places to do real estate. So if I can do it here, anybody can do it anywhere else. So I probably went over 10 minutes, but I think today's episode was really good. Got some great information out to you guys. Get on Facebook, start some conversations with people, find some deals, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. We'll give you some cool techniques, cool updates. So until then, I am going to try to get home on this traffic-ridden turnpike here, where they got new pretty light-up signs. Seems like New Jersey waited till the last minute to get these light-up, LCD signs. So we'll cut this video off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Make it your best one yet.